Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 3 of the build of the LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean Silent Mary. This is how far we made it in 2 parts. If you missed any of those parts, check out the links down below. Right now we're moving on to our 6th bag of parts, and should be pretty quick. Looks like it's a 2 times build, so they show a little preview picture and they put a little 2x next to it. That means we're going to build 2 of the same thing. So what I'm going to do, even though they show just one picture, I'm going to go ahead and build both of them so I don't have to go back. It looks like we're building 2 more of the little cannon detail, so similar to what we built in the last video with all the cannons. This one's gonna have something very similar to it. Alright, so you could kind of see, if you remember that from the last video, the same slopes, kind of this little opening right there. Right, so that's 2 little wall pieces, I guess you'd call it. Now we're gonna build 4 of these cannons. And these are a lot more simplified than the previous ones. It's just this, so that's essentially it. Okay, there's 2. The 3rd one. And here's the last one. Okay. So all of these built, we're just gonna put each one of these on the dark tan plate. Just like that. Okay, that looks good. Now we have these golden studs go across. Sometimes when it gets a little fragile in the hands, it's easier to place it down on the table. I think set designers, when they make the instructions, they try to make it to where you can leave it flat on the table when you build it. Okay, we'll turn this over. A couple of these rail plates. Turn it back around. It's hard to tell how they have this on there. I think it's more like that. Yeah, they have that aligned there. All right, looks good. Let's put some tiles up here. move that one to the side. I have the other one to kind of basically bring up to the same level of detail before I turn the instruction page to the next page. We got our tile, plate, more tiles on the top. Alright, so there's two exactly the same so far. We just have a few more little pieces to add before we're done with this little portion. Four more of the studs. Single tile there. All right. Okay. That is all done. Let's bring boat over. And these are going to basically rotate around. So while they're the same like this, when you rotate it, you can see this is now towards the front and this one's kind of facing towards the back. So even though they're the same, they're still kind of different. And it should on there good. There we go. So you can see the cannons sticking out the side of the boat all the way down that side and then all the way down this side as well. Alright, very good. So I'll kind of keep it right here because we're going to add a few more pieces to this portion. We have these hinged hinged plates. Those will hold that in place on the top right there. Have a cheese slope, and then we're going to add this little detail right here on the end. So those are just basically going on those hinged plates. Alright. Move this to the side. It shows the boat kind of turned this way, I guess, so we can see a little bit better of what we're going to be attaching. I'm going to do 5 of these telescoping bricks, this thing and this thing. Okay. Those both go there. Single stud there. Okay. 2, 1, 1, and 1. If everything's lined up right, it all should fit on there pretty easily. Okay, where do these go? Okay, one here. One here. Okay, it's showing this tile all the way across there, and then this last plate right here. And 2 more tiles. All right, so this looks like the last little step for this portion of the build. We've got this piece, and then we have this one. This one's gonna go here. This one will go right here. All right, so that's gonna complete bag number 6. So let's continue on with our 7th bag of parts right now. Okay, we have everything for the 7th bag out. We do have our next minifigure to build. This is going to be Lieutenant Lazaro. And pretty simple minifigure. It's just got the head, the legs, the torso, the head right here. Got a pretty cool pirate hat. It's got some printing on it. I like the printing on the hat. And then we have the black sword. There he is. See all that printing on the hat. Pretty cool minifigure. All right, so move that to the side. So what we're going to build now, it looks like the stand, or the beginning of the stand for the actual ship. Since the ship basically doesn't have a bottom portion to it, it's all rotted away. To give it that illusion, the Lego set is going to be standing up on some clear bricks. So that's what we're going to start doing, is building the stand with the clear bricks. And that begins with these 2x2 round clear pieces here. So we stack 3 of those. Now they're clear, but you can still kind of see them. So it's not like it's going to be a complete invisible stand, but it's an illusion. We have this big dish, this clear dish. This will slide all the way through here, attached to the bottom of that little brick thing. Slide that on 2 of these round plates. Two more round plates. These 2 Technic pieces, and then these 2 red little pins. And we're not going to push them all the way in. We're going to leave them hanging out because they're going to have to attach to something at the bottom of the boat. So let's grab our boat, slide it upside down, and this will go right here. And then once we have it on there, the holes should line up to where we can push these in. Yep, there they go. So now that guy is nice and attached in there. So the next step actually show us going ahead and rotating the boat like that, because we got all these hinges right there, so that allows it to hinge. So with that there, let's see, we're gonna take one of these pins and just push it right here. It's not gonna go all the way in just yet. We have these two Technic pieces. The little blue pin is going to go in this hole, that little gray thing that's sticking out on both sides. So we have these little pieces kind of hanging out there. All right, move that to the side. Let's see, we have our next clear dish. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Bushing on this axle. The axle has a stop, so the bushing stops at the end. And then we slide that all the way through the bottom to where it sticks out the top. Two more of these Technic bars. And this one is just going to have a single red piece sticking out. The reason why is we're going to bring this over here, slide it down. Now something interesting, this black plate, that round plate, it actually connects to the bottom of this brick, so that's when you know you have it on right. So once it's connected, slide these red pins in. There we go. So those are both in. Move that to the side again. So this is kind of like a medium size clear dish. Not nearly as big as those other ones we were using. Kind of still going to do the same little techniques here. Okay, so this piece will slide here. Bring this back over. Now they show us putting this back to where it was. So you can see we couldn't have gotten that piece in if it wasn't angled out like that. So we hinge it back. This piece simply attaches right there. It shows us rotating these up like that and putting two of these seaweed pieces on here. Turn the model around, carefully turn it around, it's getting pretty big. inverted slopes with some bricks on them. That goes there. Alright, so even with this still turned upside down, it looks like we're going to be adding some pieces here. Alright, so we have 6 of these sloped bricks. Put 3 of them there. Three there. Dark brown piece on the underside. Help hold it together. Okay. How is this going on? That appears to be correct. All right, so I'm gonna put an assortment of slopes and other pieces on this plate. Jumper tile. There's a somewhat small amount of the sand green color, which works good for anything that's kind of water related because it looks like it's algae or moss or something that's been growing on surfaces. Turn it this way. That goes there. A bunch of pieces attached to this back portion. And it looks like we're still not done. Still a few more to go. And just a tad more. Okay. So finally it shows this being turned back around. So we have it on its stand. This piece is going to go right there, and we have one more little seaweed piece that's going to hang there. Kind of interesting, moving it around, but definitely coming together. Knocking stuff off. kind of what I've worried about this model. Just from looking at the pictures, it looks pretty unstable. So far it's been real stable, but there are some pieces that appear could potentially come off. So looking good so far. So I think that's going to do it for this portion of the build. We're going to go ahead and stop here, move on to the bag 8 in the next video. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see more videos just like this, check out the links I have down below, and we'll see you in the next one.